I'm Brooklyn.
And I'm Anthony.
And you're listening to Graham's Porch Podcast. Our podcast will cover various topics, ranging from celebrity news, movies, music, family, and anything in between. No topic is off limits.
So grab a drink, pull up a chair, and join us on the porch.
Brooklyn from the future, popping up with a quick little PSA. During the editing process of this episode, I ran into some weird audio interference that pops up a couple times throughout the episode, randomly. No idea why, but I didn't want to cut those parts out because I feel like we'd lose some significance of what we were talking about at that time in the episode. I don't know, it could be a spooky season coincidence, you be the judge, but just wanted to make you aware of that while you're listening. But it's back to the regular scheduled programming.
They're here. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 9 of Graham's Porch Podcast. It's your boy, Anthony.
And your girl, Brooklyn.
And, boy, oh boy, do we have a special episode today.
Do we?
They're all special in my eyes.
Yeah, every one that we do is special in their own unique way.
Yeah, you just gotta have faith in your craft. You feel me?
Yep. I liked the post that you put on your Snapchat today.
Uh-huh.
How you put, 4 years ago, it was
yeah.
What was it?
Let me look it up real quick. The original post I put up on Facebook was, in 2019. October 20th, 2019. I posted, what do y'all think of me doing a podcast instead of continuing on with YouTube? So at the point, we're doing our YouTube stuff, and then we kind of slowed down on it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, we're at that point where, how do we do this? Because it's hard from, it's hard to, vlog.
Yeah,
especially,
when you're
when you're us and you're, antisocial as shit.
And we only hang out with each other.
Yeah, so, going out places in public, it's hard to vlog.
And especially here, because, in Denver, that's not really a thing.
Yeah.
So, when we did, try to vlog, you had people that looked at you what are you guys doing?
Yeah. But
I mean, it was fun. It's fun to, look back at the channel that we used to have, and
I kind of want to, do, little just random ones every now and then,
that'd be cool.
Maybe tomorrow we could do one.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Even if we don't post it, I like watching back on stuff and,
Especially with the kids.
Yeah, that's
this
my
is,
thing
the
now,
first... I mean, Ezzy won't remember this Halloween, but,
Yeah.
Eliana will.
Yeah, but still, we can watch back on it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll, I don't know, if we don't post it on YouTube, then maybe I'll just have, it archived.
Yeah.
And, for my eyes only, and, you have to scan your Face ID and everything. The hidden files on iPhone.
Yeah.
Maybe not that deep, but... Yeah, I just thought it would be cool to do that every now and then.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to do, next week, maybe, because it's, the big 10 episodes next week.
Yeah.
To maybe post on our Instagram, you guys could finally see what our faces look like, maybe? Because, all you do is you just hear our voices, and... So, make sure you're following us at Graham's Porch on Instagram. I don't know, I just glitched right there. But yeah, and for the 10th episode, we'll
post a little selfie.
Holding up the deuces. Hey.
Or of me taking a deuce.
No, none of that.
I'm all sitting there, sitting on the toilet.
Sitting on the toilet. How's the week been?
Honestly, this week has been pretty silent besides last night.
What happened last night?
This is the story I was saving to tell you. So last night we're sitting here, right? I'm waiting for Spider-Man to download because, you know, it's release date today, baby. Just want to give my boy a quick shout out. Spider-Man 2 just dropped, and it's so far so good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not amazed by it yet, but I'm only maybe an hour in the story.
From what I saw, it looked pretty cool.
Yeah. The gameplay's dope, but yeah.
The outfits.
But anyway.
Any users.
Before I get lost on what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
We're sitting here last night, and Lex is in the kitchen. She's cooking dinner, and I'm out here with the kids watching TV, and I hear like an alarm, like a car alarm going off.
Mm-hmm.
So at first I didn't like pay any like mind to it, and then all of a sudden I hear it like getting like quieter and quieter, but it's still going. I'm like, that's not right. Like usually when car alarms go off, you just keep hearing it until it stops.
Yeah.
But this one is just getting like quiet and quiet and quiet, and so I'm looking outside, and like by the time I see like where the car went around the curve, I just seen like the flashing of the taillights.
Uh-huh.
But it just kept going, and I'm like thinking in my head like, damn, somebody just got fucking jacked in that. And the car just like, they just took off with it with the alarm going off.
Oh.
So then I told Lex, I was like, babe, I think somebody just got jacked. And she's like, what? And I go, yeah, I heard a car alarm going off, and then all of a sudden they just drove off, and I'm like, I think they just got jacked.
Mm-hmm.
So that was it of that. And then like maybe an hour or two later, I don't know if my door's open, but
No, I closed it.
oh, okay. We heard a lady outside yelling, like, we're like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, dude, like, we're like, what do they call those? Like, we're like
neighborhood
Toms.
watch?
Yeah, but like, we ran and shut every single light off so quick. Because I was like, babe, there's some shit going on outside. And all of a sudden, we were both up, just click, 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 switching off lights, turning off the TV and everything. And so then we're looking out of the patio, and we see this lady just like stomping around out there, just fucking yelling at somebody on the phone. And she's like, no, it's your fucking fault. It's your fault. Like, just going off, and I'm like, oh, maybe she just got dumped. Like, she's going off on some dude, like, fuck you, Tom. Like, you're such an idiot. You should have put it under my mat, blah, blah, blah. Going off. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, we're just sitting here watching it go down.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, like I said, I thought they got, like, dumped. And then she's like, my fucking car is gone, and I have to work at 6 a.m., but I have to be up at 4 and out of the house, blah, blah, blah. Your ass is going to take me to go get my car right now. So whatever the fuck you got to do, you need to come down here and come pick me up and take me to go get my car, because it's your fault. Just blah, 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 like blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, we put two and two together. She got towed.
Oh, jeez.
She got towed, and I just like, oh, there it goes.
You're thinking someone went and stole the car.
Yeah. Like, maybe I should have.
Maybe we should have called non-emergency or something.
Yeah, but I didn't.
That's too much.
Yeah, she was just going off on this dude. And like, then she hung up, and she went inside her house or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then like 20, 30 minutes later, her friend or her roommate shows up, and they're just going at it back and forth, like yelling at each other outside.
Stupid
like,
bitch.
Yeah. She's like, are you guys fucking dumb? Like, I let him borrow it, and he should have put it back under the mat before he left, and blah, blah, blah. And she's talking about our parking passes.
Mm.
That's why she got towed, is because she didn't have a parking pass.
Oh.
Up in her car, she let the guy, I'm guessing it's the roommate's boyfriend or something. I'm guessing she let him borrow it. And so, since they didn't see a parking pass in her car, they towed it. But yeah, it was just a whole thing, and we're just sitting there snacking. Literally just watching it.
Would have went out and been like, yeah, they took it about 6 o'clock.
Oh, I got scared that this stopped. Yeah, it was a pretty crazy
I was
night.
honestly prepared to hear that it was your car that they towed, and
No. I got a parking pass. Thank you.
well, yeah, but you got expired tags, so
Yeah, who the fuck does it? Okay, it's hard
no,
out here.
for real. Hi, Nala. I swear, this cat was just sleeping. As soon as the mics come out, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
let's act like a fucking psycho.
I don't get it. Now she's ew. She's licking herself.
Go do that in the privacy of your
Yeah,
own
like, can
place.
you go somewhere else? She's sitting right here in front of us. Any Hoosers.
My week, so I said in the last episode, like, Dad was on a cell phone buying spree.
Uh-huh.
So, like, amongst having to, like, take back the 97 phones that he bought in just October alone, I was, like, looking on the tracking number to, like, see, oh, did it get delivered back to T-Mobile or what's going on? And then it just kept saying, like, label created. And I'm like, that's not right because I sent that stuff back, like, last Tuesday.
Yeah.
Still no movement, nothing. And then I'm, like, looking at the paper because, like, you have to cut out a piece of paper that has, like, all the information about the phone and stick it in the box. And then there's, like, one that you're supposed to keep for your records. So I'm, like, looking at the one that we have for, like, our records, and I'm like, ugh. The paper says fucking UPS, and we sent it to USPS, the post office.
Yeah.
So I'm like, ugh. Trying to Google, like, what happens if you send a UPS package to USPS? And they're like, 99% of the time they'll just send it to, like, UPS or whatever, or, like, send like, the package through them, through, like, the mail to wherever, but you can't track the package. And I'm like, ugh, that's just my luck. So I tell Dad, and he's all mad at me, and I'm like, sir, if you wouldn't have bought 97 phones this month, like, that's not my fault to make sure that, you know, all your stuff gets sent back. Like, that's your thing. Like, you sent all those phones back when you should have just got the iPhone 15 like I did.
Yeah.
And
Well, did you hear they're having a bunch of issues?
that's why I didn't get the Pros.
Oh, it's the Pros that are fucking up?
Yeah, the Pros are the ones that, like, were getting
and those
super
are the
hot.
more expensive ones.
Yeah, they were
too,
getting, like, super hot, and then I just saw something like that. Like, images are burned onto the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Knock on wood. Mine's been good. I haven't had no issues with it.
Knock on wood, mine's been good.
Yeah. But thankfully, today, I finally looked, and it got delivered to T-Mobile. Because he had to, like, call the post office. And they're like, oh, it happens all the time. Like, we have, like, a UPS carrier that comes every night, like, before we close the post office down and, like, gets packages. Like, it happens every single day. But Dad was all mad at me, like, it was my fault. I'm like, that's your fault. You should be reading better.
Yeah.
And then we had to send another phone back to T-Mobile because he wanted to get another phone. So I was like, yeah, you're taking that shit to UPS directly. And thankfully that one already got delivered to T-Mobile today. But I'm just like, ugh,
That guy.
that's not even my responsibility.
Dude, like, growing up, our dad had so many cars.
Seriously.
I'm like, how is this man's credit not negative?
I know. But it was always that. And then, like, oh, I shouldn't have got that car. I'm going to take it back and I'm going to get this one. Like, he had a friend that owned a dealership, so he could just send back the cars whenever he wanted.
Dude, I'm like,
he kept that dude
driver for this guy.
Yeah. How does this one run? So I could tell the next person that's going to buy this car how it was.
Yeah.
But like, he always has, like, buyer's remorse. I'm like, oh, I should have listened.
Oh my
Because
god.
now
Yeah,
when
that's his
he
biggest
just
thing.
got the Google Pixel 8, and he got, like, the case for it first before it got, got delivered to the house.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, man, that looks really small, like, the case. And then I'm, like, looking at the specs, and I'm like, yeah, because it's only a 6.2.
Yeah.
And he's all pissed, like, oh, I
Yeah,
wanted a
because he
bigger
don't
one.
like small phones.
Well, because, yeah, he has big
has
hands.
to be the biggest fucking phone you can get your hands on.
And that's why I was laughing at him. I'm like, yeah, you should have just got the iPhone like me. And
Tell him, get a fucking iPad if you want a phone that big.
no, they don't make a freaking 9-inch fucking phone.
He's funny.
He cracks me up. But I'm just like, the older you get, like...
The worse he gets.
Sometimes I just want to, like, shake his head, like, stop it. But I still love him anyway.
Yeah. You have to.
Shout out to my dad that's never going to listen to this podcast.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I hope he never does. So if you're our family and you know him, shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, stupid.
Shut your mouth, stupid. Oh, that just reminded me.
What?
Because our grandma used to say that all the time, our great grandma.
Yeah, yeah.
And this week was 5 years since she's passed on, so just take a moment for Grandma Flora. Okay, that's enough. We love her though.
Yeah.
I've had people ask, like, because they noticed, like, the first couple episodes, like, when we ended it, we didn't say anything at the end. It was just like, oh, have a good week, and that's it. But now we say, sleep with the angels, and people are like, where did you get that from?
Yeah.
So...
I was going to say we should talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't think we have ever brought it up.
So, yeah, sleep with the angels, that's probably, like, people are like, oh, that's, like, really random. But, like, to us, like, it's in honor of our grandmother, Flora. And... like I said, like, the logo is literally of the home she lived in for our entire lives. Like, I don't know how long she lived there, but she passed away, like I said,
She's lived there as long as I've been alive.
Yeah, me too.
So.
And since our mom was little, I think her whole life, so more than 50 years.
Yeah.
But, you know, just... the whole podcast in general is, like, you know, kind of
it's built off of her.
Yeah.
Like,
in her honor.
Her memory. Yeah, in her honor and stuff.
I don't know if she'd agree with a lot of stuff that we talk about, but, you know, it's, like we say, we're sentimental and, like, you know, family-based, and we love our family, and she was, like, the matriarch and all that, so... sleep with the angels is something that she used to say, like, when we would leave her house at night. Like, she wasn't, not very affectionate. Like, we never got hugs from her. We got a couple slaps up the head and, like, stuff like that, you know, but, like, she showed her love, like, through cooking for us and, like, taking care of us when we were sick and, like, giving us advice Jesus Christ. Giving us advice and stuff like that. But, like, when we would leave her house at night, it was never like, oh, I love you. It was always sleep with the angels. And that was, like, her way of, like, telling us, like, love you, like, be safe. So that's where we got it from. Is, you know, in honor of her. Like, just to be like, someone cares about you out there in the world. Like, be safe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking cry, bro.
Don't do it.
I already did it. But yeah, that's where Sleep with the Angels came from. Is, you know, in honor of her and in memory of her.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Graham. We miss you.
We miss you. So let's switch gears. I'm gonna wipe the tears from my eyes. And we're gonna talk about the hot topic of the week. It's been a week in hot topicness.
Almost spit out my drink.
Sorry, but it's been a Crazy news
It's been
week.
a hot week.
It's been a hot week. Literally and figuratively. So I made you listen to Every Time by Britney Spears for a reason.
Uh-huh.
Because apparently in just a couple days, like next week or something like that, she's releasing her memoir or her biography or something like that. So to like do a teaser of the book, she admitted when she was dating Justin Timberlake that she was pregnant with his baby.
Oh.
And they were engaged. And the baby's crying.
I think it was Aliana laughing. Yeah.
She's having fun in her room watching whatever
she's
movie.
going off. She's watching Miss Rachel.
Oh.
And it is fucking
Almost midnight.
It's 12:01 right now.
Oh,
she didn't have a good day today, so
she can watch all the Miss Rachel she wants until she goes to bed.
She'll pass out when she's ready.
Yeah. Any Hoosers. So yeah, she was pregnant with Justin Timberlake's baby and they were engaged. But her parents or something, or I don't know if it was like a mixture of her parents and Justin not being ready to be a dad.
Uh-huh.
She got a smortion. So the song...
Oh, I did see that on Twitter.
Yeah. So the song Every Time is like her apology to the baby that she... She's cracking up. But like that song is like her apology to the baby that she like got rid of.
I'm gonna have to listen to it again now that I know it.
Like the beat of it like is like it reminds me of like a baby's like mobile thing that you like put in their crib.
Uh-huh.
Like when you crank the little thing and it like plays a song. It's like a baby mobile, and then like you watch her video and it's literally her like in a hospital and there's like a woman like giving birth to a baby and all this stuff.
Oh, what the hell?
And I'm just like, geez, like that girl had such a hard life, like people taking advantage of her, and even now still like it's fucking sad.
Yeah.
But now when I hear
come out and say anything about it?
I think so. Some like bullshit of like, oh, I just wish people would just like move on with their life or something like that. Like, that's easy for you to say because you're like married with kids and you're not.
When you take that away from somebody, and
yeah,
it's not a good thing.
It's not a good look for Justin.
Yeah.
And then I would be doing a dishonor to NWSL lovers and lesbians out in the world if I didn't talk about this.
In my head, I don't know what you just said, but it's
it's
the way
soccer.
I processed it was north side, west side.
You would.
But where's the L?
It's a league. I don't know. National Women's Soccer League.
Oh. Alright, that makes sense.
So, like, one of the hottest couples in women's soccer, their ship name is, like, Crashlin, Ali Krieger, and Ashlyn Harris. They've been together for, like, 13 years. They played on the U.S. women's national team together. They've played for the Orlando Pride together and finished their careers in New York playing for the Gotham. But...
They play for Gotham?
Yeah.
There's like a real Gotham.
The team is called, the New Jersey Gotham.
Huh.
You have to look them up. They're pretty cool.
Look them up.
But, Ashlyn retired last year. She was a goalkeeper.
Uh-huh.
I'm still new to, the whole soccer thing. I'm only, like, 2 years into this shit, so I don't know what, position Allie played. I just know she's a hottie.
Bottom.
You're an idiot. I don't know what position she played. I think she's a defender. I could be totally wrong. like I said, I'm still new to this shit. I just know that Ashlyn was like...
She played left scissor.
You dumb idiot.
Please keep that in.
Okay. But they were together for 13 years, married for 4. They adopted 2 kids together, a little boy and a little girl, within like the last 3-4 years, I want to say.
Uh-huh.
But Ashlyn retired last year. And I guess she's like creative director of the Gotham now. Allie was still playing, but she just retired. This last week was supposed to be her last game.
Mm-hmm.
But they made it to the playoffs, so she's not retired yet. But before the game came out, it was reported that Ashlyn filed for divorce from Allie.
Oh.
And people were just fucking pissed about that. They're like, really? Like, you couldn't have let her have this, like, last game? Because if they would have lost that game, then they were done for the season.
Yeah.
But they won, so they play again on Sunday for, like, the playoffs. They're like, you couldn't have let her have this, like, moment to, like, take in, like, her retirement and, like, everyone congratulate her and, like, celebrate her. Like, no, you had to, like, ruin it.
Spotlight.
Yeah, by filing for divorce or announcing that she was divorcing her.
Mm.
And this actress, Sophia Bush, she's, like, in One Tree Hill. I never watched that shit.
Never even heard of it.
I just know Jeffrey Dean Morgan's wife was in that show.
I don't even know who he's married to.
I don't either. I don't know her name. Not to be disrespectful, I don't know her name, though. But I've never watched that show. And she was in John Tucker Must Die. That's how I know Sophia Bush.
Uh-huh.
But she's, like, a co-owner of the newest expansion team in the NWSL, Angel City FC. That's, like, super, like, freaking celebrity owned. Like, Natalie Portman, Becky G, Serena Williams, just to name a few, like, own that team.
Mm-hmm.
And Sophia Bush is, like, one of the
Owner?
co-owners. So, like, Sophia Bush was friends with Allie and Ashlyn. Like, when they got married, she, like, commented on, like, their wedding posts, like, oh, you're such a beautiful couple, and, like, would comment on their stuff when, like, they'd post together and all this bullshit, like, ran around the same crowd because she's involved in soccer now, and they would do events together and go to parties together and stuff. But now it came out that Ashlyn and Sophia are dating each other. Like,
what?
Sophia just filed for divorce from her husband of, like, a year in August. And Ashlyn just, of course, filed for divorce from Allie. But they have supposedly been together for, like, the last few months. Like, Ashlyn was supposedly cheating on Allie with Sophia.
Damn.
And all this stuff. So it just, like, blew up into this huge fucking thing. And people are like, really? Like, Sophia has on her Instagram or something like, I'm a girl's girl. And they're like, really? You're a girl's girl, but you were literally, like, a homewrecker. Like,
yeah.
There are some people that are like, oh, I'm here for this. Because, like, they've speculated that Sophia's, like, a lesbian or, like, bisexual for, like, years now, I guess.
Yeah.
So they're, like, happy that she's, like, finally dating someone. But they're like, really? Like, she was with a married woman. Like, you're happy about that?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Allie's brother, I think his name's Kyle Krieger. He's just been, like, dissing Ashlyn on fucking Twitter and Instagram, as he should.
Yeah.
But, like, Allie really hasn't said anything until just, like, a couple days ago. Like, she's showing pictures of her, like, at training and, like, I'm in my Beyonce's Lemonade era, which pretty much confirmed that Ashlyn was cheating on her, because I guess I'm not, like, a huge Beyonce fan, so I'm not, like, very
in touch
with, like, her albums, but I guess her Lemonade album was like the album she wrote like when Jay-Z cheated on her.
Uh-huh.
So it was like a big fuck you album to Jay-Z, I guess.
Are they still together?
Yes.
Okay, why do that
I
then?
have no idea.
That's my fucking question. It's like, why are you gonna drop a whole album saying fuck you to this person?
But then you're still together.
Yeah, and then you're still with him. Like,
I've never understood
drop the album and leave him. Like,
exactly. You're Beyonce.
she's scared of him. You know why?
Why?
Because he owns her.
Probably.
Not even on like a this is a man's world type shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying like fucking
Suppose
I own your soul type.
yeah, Illuminati type stuff. Hot take, but
yeah, that's my thoughts.
yeah. But yeah, when Ali posted that, they're like, all these like big soccer stars. Alex Morgan was like, "Ooh, Alexandra, like watch yourself," and like Sophia Smith, like, just showing like their support with her. Like, I want to get an Ali Krieger fan club shirt made. I could literally make it myself. I'm gonna do it, but I was just like, damn. Like as the days go on, it's like messier and messier and messier, and
yeah,
like the U.S. Women's National Team Instagram, I think it was just yesterday, was like Ashlyn's birthday on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And they posted like, oh, like happy birthday to like a World Cup champion and stuff, and like looking at the comments, and they're like, really, like you couldn't have even posted like Ali on her like retirement game or congratulating her on a retirement. Like Ashlyn played no time in a World Cup. Like the comments were just fucking ripping her apart. Like, we could all say that we're World Cup champions because we played as much time as Ashlyn did and all this stuff. Like,
yeah.
But I'm just like, geez. You literally had your side bitch around your wife this whole time. That's so fucking grimy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So hopefully, like, in the divorce, like, not Ashlyn. She loses everything. Hopefully she loses everything because that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I had to talk about that because I'm like, that's been a hot topic.
I feel like if the reason your divorce is happening is because you cheated, then the cheater should get jack shit.
Yeah. Oh, and then, so like they had like, athlete, proud mom, like all this stuff, like proud wife, and their like Instagram bios, and Ashlyn took like the proud wife and proud mom out of her fucking Instagram bio. And they're like, wow, really? You're not a proud mom no more? Like, you don't care about your kids?
Yeah.
So they were ripping her apart for taking like the mom part out of her bio. But I'm just like, I'm sorry. To me, like when you look at her, you're just like, yeah, she looks like a fuck girl.
Yeah.
I'll have to show you a picture. But I'm just
she
like,
good looking?
Ashlyn?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's alright. Not my type.
That's respectable.
Now, Allie, my type. She's very beautiful. She's a gorgeous woman. But I'm just like, how do you fumble that? Like, Sophia Bush, she's pretty too, but I'm like, no.
Yeah.
When you're sitting here commenting, like, on their fucking anniversary post and their wedding pictures and all this stuff.
Guys together.
And you were friends with her.
Yeah.
Like, that's so grimy.
Bunch of fucking whores. Oh, can we say that?
I'm a woman. Bunch of fucking whores. But I hope Allie just comes out on top. All the way.
R.I.P. Allie. Or AJ, whatever one.
Ashlyn,
there you go.
But we'll see how the whole divorce unfolds and stuff. Because we're at very early days of this bullshit.
So this week at work, I think it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It was a pretty slow week, so our boss was just giving us like bullshit to do, like just to keep busy.
Mm-hmm.
So like outside of the warehouse, there's like a bunch of chips in the wall from our coworker Crash, just
Running shit into the building.
dinging in the wall, yeah.
Mm.
And so he's like, "Can you find some paint and paint on all the chips and whatever?" So I'm like, "Whatever, it'll get me away from being inside all day."
Mm.
So I'm like, "All right, yeah." So I'm outside painting, and one of the slab guys comes over and he's like, "Hey man, I have a question for you." And this question I want to ask you, because I want to know your views.
Okay.
But pretty much the question is what celebrity today would break the internet if their sex tape leaked?
Ooh.
Like, you know how Kim K kind of blew up because of hers?
Yeah.
It's like somebody that's like obviously like never been naked on TV or,
Taylor
Then-
Swift.
That's what I said too. I said
For
Taylor
real?
Swift too. Yeah.
I'm like Taylor Swift or like Selena Gomez.
Yeah, exactly what I said. Well, actually though, Selena has some
Nudies.
nudies out there.
Yeah.
Gotta say the recent ones are pretty fire. Anyway,
Yeah, I say Taylor Swift.
yeah, I said that too. I was like, because in a way she's kind of been like somewhat modest,
Yeah.
and she like obviously don't do movies or whatever, but like I feel like she would just take off.
Like, look at everything that she does. Like, it just fucking blows up. Like, she had, like, one of the biggest
Or
tours.
she could have like the biggest fucking fan base drop ever because, oh my god, I can't believe I seen her naked
Yeah.
getting pounded. I'm just kidding.
Now, if it's with fucking Travis Kelce,
Yeah, I was
then
gonna
that
say.
would definitely blow up because people are like, oh my god, they're out holding hands.
Yeah.
That's all I've been seeing too is them holding hands.
Yeah. I said that to the guy at work. I was like, probably like Taylor Swift or something. And he goes, oh, I fucking hate her. Like, he is just like the most negative, like, negative Nancy person you'll ever meet. Like, he just hates everybody and everything, no matter what.
Oh, is it little dude?
Yeah.
Okay. I was, yeah.
I was like, man, that guy never has anything good to say. Like,
He
when I
just
be
fucking
like,
hates life.
yeah, I'm like, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh, I fucking hate this job. I hate being here, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, man, you could have just said, like, don't talk to me right now, but.
Are not good. And just went about your day.
Yeah, but he just, like, pops off, like, I fucking hate this place, blah, blah, blah. Like,
I would
just
be
going
like,
off.
bro, where else can you take 98 cigarette breaks a day
I'm
and not
saying,
get in
that's why
trouble?
I take my puff. I take my puff to work, and I just sit in the back.
You're not even supposed to be
They
smoking
don't
in
even
the building.
care, though. They really don't, because even, like, sorry, even my boss, he's, like, came up while I was hitting it, and he never said anything, so. Like, it's better than me smoking a cigarette in the warehouse. What do you want me to do?
It's just a little vape.
No, I'm not, it's not,
Smoking weed or nothing.
it's not like it's, interrupting my work time. I'm fucking hitting it while I'm driving the forklift. Like, I don't
Yeah.
have to step away for 10 minutes to go smoke a cigarette when I'm just hit it while I'm driving.
Or I'll be back in about half hour because I need
Yeah.
to go smoke a cigarette.
When my homie used to work there, we would go outside and, you down to take a smoke break? Yeah.
I mean, when
We'll
I
sit
worked
outside.
there, you did that sometimes too, but
But now I'd have nobody to hang out with, so
I know.
I just smoke by myself. Alright, my second question.
Mm-hmm.
I heard this on a relative's other podcast,
Uh-huh.
and it got me thinking, but the question was, if a zombie apocalypse were to break out, where are you going to post up? Like what store? What store are you going to post up in?
Mm-hmm.
And what 5 people are you taking with you?
All right, so the store, I've already thought about this. The store I'd go to is like Outdoor World or Cabela's.
Uh-huh.
Because they got everything you need there. They got the fucking like MRE type foods. They got the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
They got like boats. They got 4-wheelers. They got everything you need in just that one place.
Everything you need to survive.
And you'd have some entertainment, you know. You could watch the
ammo.
fish in the little tanks. Like, yeah,
it's
that's
a big
literally...
ass building too. So I mean,
I remember one time I went there with the Uncle Chaloobs and one of our cousins, and we were there for like 5 hours, just like looking
so
around.
Cool to just look around at stuff.
Yeah. So I'd go there. The 5 people I'd take.
Yeah.
You.
Hell yeah.
If we lived in like the same like country, my best friend Tom. Because I feel like, you know, he's pretty ingenuitive.
Yeah.
I don't know, 5 people. No. You, Tom. I guess Lex could come too.
I guess.
She could make us some good food.
I feel like she could hold her own too. Like,
yeah.
I don't think she'd be scared to fight. Like, what you say to me, bitch? Fucking zombies all.
Yeah.
What'd you say to me, bitch?
Try again.
Yeah. Try again.
And maybe Uncle Chaloobs and Uncle Dickler. Because they know how to, you know, they know how to shoot guns.
Anybody could shoot a gun.
They know how to hunt.
Okay, they could hunt. Honestly, though, I would choose the same exact place too. We've talked about it, like,
yeah,
a couple times, you know, like, theoretically, what if this happened? Where are we going?
We're meeting at fucking Cabela's.
Yeah. Yeah, like Bass Pro or Outdoor World. Is that what it's called? Outdoor World?
There you go, yeah. Bass Pro.
What is Outdoor World?
It's the same thing.
Oh, it is, huh? Yeah, anyway. Posting up there. And my 5 people would be you, because you know your shit about zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Lex, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
It would be hard, though. Obviously, I gotta take my kids.
Yeah, of course.
So, you, Lex, the kids, I got one more person. Oof. I'd say Dad. Just because he's strong.
Okay, I can see
He's
it.
pretty strong for his age, and
I would have said parents, but, you know, Mom, she screams at everything, so she would get us killed.
She would get us killed for sure.
Or she'd be crying.
Like, I'm sorry, Mom, please just stay home. Keep the doors locked.
Hide in the attic. We'll be back.
Yeah. We'll send for help.
Yeah. That'd be scary, though, to, like, imagine your parents in a freaking zombie apocalypse.
Your parents? Imagine your kids, bro.
Well, I don't have kids, so I don't have to worry about that. But your kids are, like, a little extension of, like, being mine in a way, so yeah. I could see it, yeah.
Yeah, if, like, something like that were to happen, I'd just, like, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. I feel like my answer, like, a couple years ago was totally different than what it is now. Yeah. Like, if something like that were to happen, like, fuck, what would I do? Especially, like, if it were to happen, like, right now, and they're at the ages that they're at now.
Your daughter would be, hi.
To all the zombies.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, because she has no sense of stranger danger right now.
Yeah.
But it's weird,
right
like,
up to them.
With our family, she's, like, very, like, shy. But when we're out at the store, she's telling random people hi. I'm like, dude, you gotta be that, like, opposite. You need to be...
Like, don't talk to nobody when you're outside. But...
Yeah, but with your family, hi.
Yeah.
She's funny, but... I always said a zombie apocalypse would be cool, but it just depends on like the zombies we'd get.
Yeah.
They're like, Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead, they even run.
What about
I
The
don't want
Walking
runners.
Dead?
Yeah, I want Walking Dead zombies.
Yeah, Walking Dead zombies. Handle them all day.
Yeah.
Now, if we're
Easy.
like, 28 weeks later, those motherfuckers run.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I got shin splints and plantar fasciitis. I ain't making it that far.
That's why we gotta hold up in one building and just keep it our kingdom. Because my ass ain't walking forever and ever.
Or just like in Dawn of the Dead, how they just post up in the whole mall.
Dude, that's actually kind of smart too, though. Because you get a variety of stuff. And if you want to like wear different outfits, you walk to...
I'd be in lids like, hey. How stupid. There's fucking dead people outside and I'm worried about fucking fitted hats.
You're like, shit, we're out of my size.
I know. When's the next shipment coming? Dang it.
Yeah. A mall would be pretty dope.
Yeah. If it ain't freaking Bass Pro, then it'd be like a mall.
Yeah.
Just because now, like, we got Target that has food.
They got the little Mexican shops in the mall.
Mm-hmm. They got Orange Julius and Cinnabon. We're good. As long as the lights stay on, we're good.
Yeah. Weapons, though? Do they really? Oh, yeah. They got the little...
They got the Asian stores.
Yeah, the little Asian store where they sell all the swords. They got, like, swords and throwing stars and...
Freaking
axes.
What are those things?
Dude, they have... we walked by a taser ain't gonna do shit to a zombie.
Well, I
Just
know,
give them
but
more energy.
that could help set a fire. If you're in a bind, you could some shirts or something and start a fire.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just said it like that, but...
Anyway, should we get into today's...
Yeah, but we're gonna read... My mom sent this in way too late, but we're still gonna read it.
Yeah, obviously. Somebody don't have a sense of...
Urgency?
Schedule. Oh.
Miss, bring the mic to the house and I'll record. And then
Yeah,
I
and
pulled
she
it
got
out
shy
and she's
and-
like,
Maybe I'll just text it.
I don't wanna say it right now. So this is for my mom. So the story goes, your Nana's cousin Julio was a young man at the time, in his early 20s. He worked nights and was going home in the early morning hours. There were some railroad tracks at about 55th and Pecos. He was at a standstill waiting for the train to pass. It was a cold fall or winter night, if I remember right. The car was warm, and while he was waiting for the train to pass, the car got cold inside, and he looked in the rearview mirror and saw an image of what appeared to look like the devil. He rapidly grabbed a rosary that was hanging on the rearview mirror and immediately started to pray. As he was praying, the car got warm again, and the image was gone. He immediately rushed home when the train had finally passed. When he got home, he immediately told his parents what he had seen. He was pale white, like Snow White, laugh out loud. He's a dark guy who had turned pale in disbelief of what he had just encountered, and also scared out of his wits that he slept with his parents that night. As a young girl, I remember not wanting to go down that street, knowing what our cousin had seen. I would close my eyes and pray. It's been hearsay that the encounter other people have seen a man dressed nice in a suit walking down the street, and when they looked down at his feet, they seen hooves, like cow hooves. This has been a family telltale for a long time after that. That's my version as I remember it. This happened many, many full moons ago. I remember, now that I read that, I remember hearing about, like, that happening to our cousin and, like, like him literally jumping into bed with his parents.
I've never heard it.
That's because, like, that cousin really doesn't come around very often.
Yeah, I've never even heard of him.
I think I'm friends with him on Facebook. I think I did a shirt for him.
Julio does sound familiar, though.
We've seen him at, like, funerals. That's, like, really the only time that we ever see him. But,
Extended family.
yeah. That's crazy. Just imagine just fucking, like, driving and you see that kind of...
Oh, that's one of my fears, bro. Driving at night when I like go to take you home some nights.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared to look in the rear view, but I'm constantly have to look into it so I'm aware of my surroundings, you know. But like I just like always picture myself like looking up in the mirror and there's somebody in the back seat.
Yeah.
Like some creepy shit. Not even like a guy in a mask, like a whole, like how he's seen like a whole demon.
Yeah.
Or devil, like. Mm-mm.
If
I see something like that, bro, I'm grabbing the wheel and say, Jesus, take me now.
Yeah. Jesus, take the wheel,
yeah.
literally.
And I'm crashing that thing.
I know, that's my biggest fear. Like, when we were at Mom's last weekend, and we were watching The Strangers, even though that's one of my favorite movies, I was like, oh, man, I have to drive home by myself. Usually, like, when we go places, like, I'm usually, like, with you.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about that, but I had to drive home alone. So as soon as I got in the car, I put on Christmas music, and I was, like, singing, Last Christmas, the whole way home, because I'm just, like...
But the very next day, you gave it away.
It's all Halloween episode.
I know.
You should already know what to expect from us.
I know.
But before we jump into like the main topic of this week, let's remind you to follow us on Instagram at Graham's Porch. Email us at grahamsporchpod@gmail.com with some constructive criticism if we need it.
If need be.
If need be. If not, then, don't do it.
Keep it to yourself.
Yeah. Or if, you got some ideas for future topics that you want us to talk about on an episode, leave us some comments. Like we said, every comment, view, like, share, it helps. Get the word out about us. Tell your friends about us. Tell your family about us.
Tell your mother.
Tell your mother and your brother. But, yeah. If you go to our Instagram and you follow us, you could click on the link in our bio, and that'll take you to everywhere you can listen to this podcast. And if you feel inclined to, subscribe to us on each of those, because it does help. And it means a lot to us.
Mm-hmm.
But, without further ado, what are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about cryptids and urban legends.
Ooh.
Brought to you by Brooke.
Yeah. Because I'm the only one that ever does research.
It's hard. It's hard to do research when you're a dad.
Whatever. So, the first urban legend, how to do it in our home state. This one is the Gates of Hell.
The Gates of Hell.
It's near Riverdale Road in Thornton.
Mm-hmm.
The legend speaks of satanic rituals, murders, sacrifice, and talks of a woman in white that roams the road. There's supposedly ruins of a burned mansion, the haunted trunk of a tree that's scarred from a fire, and a dark room hidden underground. The burned mansion legend is the man who built it lost his mind. One night he set fire to the entire mansion while his wife and children were asleep in their beds. He disappeared, never to be heard or seen from again. Muffled screams are said to be heard in the now crumbled ruins of the mansion. Is the woman in white the wife who lost her life that night, looking for her children, or even looking for her husband?
I've actually driven on this road a couple times, even at night. And I think the last time I went out there, I was with my cousin, and one of our homies.
Mm-hmm.
And we were driving around, and my cousin was telling him, because our friend is from Vegas, but he's like telling him about the stories and stuff like that. And we're like, all right, well, let's pull off. Like, let's walk around.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't end up getting out of the car. Our cousin was too scared. Oh, fuck you guys. I don't play with ghosts. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm like, come on.
Isn't Riverdale Road where we've been before?
No,
that's Third Bridge.
Third Bridge.
Okay.
But yeah, Riverdale Road. I think they're saying that it's like the most haunted road in America or in the world or something like that. Me personally, in the past couple times I've drove on it, nothing's happened. I didn't see anything, but I also wasn't looking.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking for trouble.
Well, now that I brought up Third Bridge, I can't believe we've already been, this is the 4th episode in of spooky season.
Yeah.
And we've never even mentioned that we've been in a Shane Dawson video.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Even if it was for like 10 seconds, we were in a Shane Dawson video. He used clips of
our YouTube video.
Of our YouTube videos when we went to go searching at a Third Bridge.
Mm.
And we caught a ghostly figure on camera.
Yeah.
We experienced a fucking phantom car on that road when we were driving down it.
Dude, yeah, that was crazy.
I should have put that in this urban legend, but I totally forgot about
Third Bridge.
I thought they were the same thing, honestly. Third Bridge and Riverdale Road.
No, yeah, they're two different.
But yeah, we were in a Shane Dawson video, and I was telling one of my friends that, and she's like, "Oh, did you guys get compensation?" And I was like, "No, he didn't even ask for permission to use our video."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Sue him." I'm like, "We don't even have the money to file a lawsuit against him."
Yeah.
Like, send us $100, fucking Shane.
I'm not hurt about it. I was like, it was cool to be in there.
No, like, we weren't even expecting
seconds.
it. I was literally watching that video when it came out.
Yeah,
You could
like,
look at
shit.
it.
Go look. And I'm like, we're both fangirling because, like, that's when, like, we're big into watching all his YouTube videos.
That's when he had good videos out.
Yeah. I mean, he just came out with one that was pretty decent. It was about the makeup industry, but yeah, we're not going to talk about that today.
Yeah. But yeah, when I first saw it, just watching it, because, like, he was doing some investigations when he lived. I don't know if he still lives here or not. I don't know.
I think he does.
But, like, when they first moved here, they were, like, doing, like, urban legends from here or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, we're going to go down to Third Bridge or whatever." And we're like, I'm just watching it. And then all of a sudden, I just see, like, me and Anthony and our cousin and someone who shall not be named. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I remember texting Anthony, like, "Dude, we're in a Shane Dawson video." He's like, "You're bullshitting."
Yeah, I thought she was lying.
And I was like, no, look. And I, like, screenshotted the thing and, like, sent it to him. And then I was like, look. And then, yeah, we were in it, like, for 10 seconds. But it's pretty cool to say.
He used a couple of our clips for, like, a couple times in that video.
Yeah.
So it's probably more than 10 seconds, but it was still cool.
Yeah, to say that we were in a Shane Dawson video.
Yeah.
The next one, I'm an Osabo kid, so I could be butchering this. The Los Corporales. The legend is when it was once the Regency Hotel, this is here in Denver, a man came into the bar one night, and women were instantly attracted to the man. He asked a woman to dance with him. They were dancing together when suddenly all the lights in the building turned off. Everyone was sent into a panic. When the lights came back on, the woman claimed the man she was dancing with had hooves for feet. It was widely rumored he was the devil. Some people claim that the building even went up in flames when he walked out of the building. This urban legend actually, like, kind of hits close to home because one of our uncles actually used to work security in this building.
Yeah.
If memory serves me correctly, because I asked him if he wanted to share his story, and he fucking ignored me. So thanks, Uncle. But I'm still sharing his story. But if memory serves me correctly, his baby mama's uncle bought the building and was gonna do renovations to it, and it's now like dorm rooms for one of the colleges downtown.
Yeah.
So uncle worked security there, and when it was under construction, he said one day he went to the ballroom where this whole thing supposedly occurred with the fire chief, that he was cool with, because our Nana worked for the fire department for many years. She did payroll for them. She retired from the fire department, so he knew a lot of the firemen and stuff. So he was down there with the fire chief, and he said like they were looking for, like, doing an inspection to see if everything was up to code with the renovations and stuff. When they went into that ballroom, like, everything was cool for a minute, and then he's like, the vibe just like changed, and it just got like eerie in there. He's like, it was like a normal temperature and stuff, but all of a sudden, like, it just got freezing cold. And I don't know if it was Uncle that was holding the papers or if it was the fire chief that was holding papers, but whoever was holding it, like, the papers got ripped out of their hands and the papers went flying across the room.
Yeah.
And Uncle's like, I just remember, like, every hair on my body was just, like, standing up on end. And even the fire chief was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, something's not right here. And, like, yeah, like, just, you just see something just pull the papers right out of your hand and they go flying across the room. So they got out of there, and he just was like, I just remember, like, a lot of instances happening there, like, seeing stuff, like, out of the corner of my eye, and, like, when they were finally, like, allowing students to, like, move into the building, like, he's like, I would get calls all the time, like, someone's trying to, like, break into my room, or someone broke into my room, or I saw a man standing, like, in my bathroom, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
I wonder if there's still stuff going on there.
Oh, I'm sure there is. But I remember seeing that, like, on my For You page on TikTok, like, people talking about, like, the legend of the devil and stuff. And
about the man that
I wish Uncle would have, like, not ignored me and, like, wrote a thing, because his stories are crazy. Like, that's just, like, a little tidbit of, like, the shit that he went through while he worked there.
Yeah.
But that's another Denver urban legend. This next one is Mercy Brown and the New England Vampire Panic.
Who's Mercy Brown? I'm sure you're about to tell me.
Yeah. 1800s in Rhode Island, people believed that tuberculosis was caused by the dead consuming their surviving family members. There was only one way to deal with this sort of vampire activity. It said that gravediggers would dig up remains of the dead and burn the bodies. The most famous story of this time was of Mercy Brown. Her whole family got tuberculosis, and it was said she was the one that caused it to happen. So her grave was dug up when she had finally died. According to reports, it said that, quote, there were little signs of decomposition, and her body appeared to have changed position after burial. Even though there are several scientific explanations for the possible body movement, it's still believed she was in fact a vampire. Her gravesite is said to be one of the spookiest places in Rhode Island.
I'd be down to go look. I don't know, I think vampires and shit,
They fascinate me.
yeah.
I'd want to go to, like, New Orleans again. Like, I wish we had more time the last time we went there.
Yeah.
To, like, check shit out. Like, to go to, like, the cemeteries and, like,
Yeah,
do
'cause they got some
tours.
crazy shit there.
They have, like, a vampire tour.
See, I'm like, I kind of believe that vampires are a thing, but like, I don't know. I think in like movies and stuff, they like connect vampires to the devil,
Mm-hmm.
like it's a curse from the devil or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, it could be a thing, you know. Just like people can get possessed, right?
Yeah.
It's like, why couldn't the devil curse you like that, you know? Or make a deal with the devil, like, let me live this long. And he's like, alright,
Yeah.
but you gotta feast on people as long
Human
as you live.
blood.
Yeah, you know? It could be a possibility.
I think there's things out there that are like beyond our comprehension.
Because, like, why do multiple cultures and stuff depict the same thing?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there's vampire stories in China and there's vampire stories in Egypt, like, all over the
In
world.
Africa and
Like, why does it all derive, or, like, this one thing come from all these different areas of the world?
yeah.
Like, similar stories. Like, it's not just a coincidence.
I agree. That'd be cool though. I'd
To be
want
a
to go
vampire.
to. I don't know.
Alright, here's a question. Would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf?
Ooh. Probably a werewolf.
I don't know. I mean,
Cause like, I don't know. Like just thinking like from like movies and stuff. Like vampires, you're not allowed to like go out in the sun, and all this
yeah.
stuff.
And werewolves, you can't just lock yourself up on a full moon. You're good.
Yeah. But I don't know. But then makes me think I am a vampire because I like sitting in the dark. So I don't know.
Then you're white as hell too.
I know. It's my winter tan.
I guess you could call it that.
But no, like when I'm at home, like I don't like the freaking lights to be on.
That's how I am too. I'm like, my girlfriend always tries opening up the blinds and shit. I'm like, bro, close those. Like, the
Yeah.
fuck you need it so bright in here for? We're indoors for a reason.
Yeah. If I wanted it to be bright, I'd go outside.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it'd be like, what if you're a hybrid,
Those are cool.
like an underworld?
Yeah.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah, I think it'd be
Half
pretty cool.
vampire, half lichen. Ooh, I want to watch that movie.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, we got some hours to kill. The next urban legend is the clown statue. The legend goes like this. A babysitter is taking care of some kids in this really fancy house. Everything seems to be normal except for one thing. This creepy clown statue that freaks the babysitter out. She moves the kids upstairs while she calls their parents to tell them they're going to spend the rest of the evening in their room because the clown is creeping her out. The parents are immediately alarmed and tell her to get the kids and leave the house that instant because they don't own a clown statue. Come to find out, the statue was in fact a man who had escaped from prison and found sanctuary in that house.
Oh, shit.
Depending on who tells the story, the babysitter and the kids make it out alive.
What the hell?
And I think like that story is what kind of inspired When a Stranger Calls. You have to watch that movie.
No, yeah, that movie's good.
Yeah. When I read it though, like just imagine being in a fucking big fancy house. You're like, oh yeah, the night's going good, but this fucking thing is like creeping me out.
Mm.
And then to hear like, get out of the house, get out of the house. Like we don't even own this statue
Yeah.
like that. And then to be like,
That's when you'd hear that music in your head. It's like ding, ding, ding.
yeah,
ding.
for real. Like, ooh.
It was just like,
That's why I don't like babysitting. I'm just kidding. Or they have to come to my house.
Like, hey,
'cause-
this little boy keeps wanting to go in Eliana's room. But like, what little boy?
I
The little
know.
boy. Bro, get out now.
Ooh. I don't even want to think. You just scared yourself.
Yeah, I did.
You're gonna sleep on the couch next to me.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
We could play Spider-Man.
All right.
Yeah, that one scared me.
Yeah, that would be freaky. Because first of all, I don't fuck with clowns.
Yeah, you don't.
There's no need for them in the world right now.
Yeah.
Or, like, ever. But especially, like, scary ones.
Mm-mm. I mean, I don't know. For me, clowns don't scare me.
I just think they're, like, I don't know, they're weird.
I just feel like, because you don't really, like, they're, half the time their face is all white and, like, so you don't really know, like, the person beneath the makeup
Yeah.
is what's kind of creepy.
Yeah, I guess. It's just the idea of clowns is weird.
And was soon to be married. Her fiancé died by drowning when his boat capsized in a storm near the shore of the island. Apparently, Mary couldn't go on without him and took her own life shortly after her fiancé's death. It is claimed that you can see Mary's ghost with a lantern in her hand, wandering near the shore where her true love lost his life.
That's a little creepy.
Imagine just, like, going, like, for, like, a nice evening stroll.
And just hear this woman.
Like, yeah, that's probably, like, the American version
distance.
of La Llorona.
Yeah, I was about to say that. It reminds me of that.
Like, a woman in white walking around with her lantern, like, trying to find
Like,
her.
looking for somebody.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ooh,
That
is...
would freak me out. I've seen, like, videos on TikTok of, like in Mexico of alleged La Llorona, like, sightings or whatever. And it's just crazy. Like, you see this lady just walking around, like, just crying and, like, kind of, like, walking back and forth. Like, her hands are, like, in her face, crying.
As soon as I see that shit, I
out
scroll.
of there. Yeah.
Not interested.
But yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't react good if I seen something like that.
Yeah, my ass would be running the opposite direction.
I'd be running and be like, Jesus, please.
For real. That's how
Please
our
help
auntie
me.
would be. Jesus!
Dude, every scary movie we watch with her.
Dad's the same
Jesus.
way. I don't know what we were watching.
I
Could have
think
been Dawn of the Dead.
somebody asked her before, like, why do you always say Jesus? She goes, 'cause them people need him.
Yeah. And Dad said it was because, like, Grandma would do that too. Like, if they were watching, like, a scary movie or, like, a movie she didn't like, she'd just be like, Jesus!
Yeah. For real, though, anytime, like, you see, like, people getting haunted and stuff, and they keep dealing with it, I'm like, do these people not know how to pray?
Apparently not.
Because anytime I get an inkling of something happening to me, like, if I feel a little draft that's not supposed to be there, I'm like, Jesus, please, watch over me.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
Any slight inconvenience, I'm calling out on my man.
No lie, this whole freaking month, it's been so hard for me to sleep. Like, I like horror and stuff like that, but I just think this shit's, like, fucking with my psyche, because I cannot sleep at night.
Yeah.
Like, usually I could just, like, I fall asleep just, like, reading on my iPad. Because I, like, literally read more than I do anything else. So, like, I'll have my iPad propped up in my bed, and I'll usually fall asleep to it and stuff, but, like, this whole month, bro, it's been so hard to, like, fall asleep, because every little noise, I'm like, what was that?
Not for me.
Well, because you sleep next to someone, so it's easy.
True.
Not me, I'm just sitting there cuddling my fucking pillow and, like, listening to freaking Christmas music. Like, last night that wasn't helping, so I'm like, I have Sirius XM, or whatever that fucking Sirius thing is.
Yeah.
So I'm like, pop 2K, listening to fucking Britney Spears and Spice Girls. I'm like, okay, I could go to sleep.
I feel better now.
But then, like, our apartment's so weird, like, you could literally hear, like, the dude that lives across from us, so, like, he was coughing at like fucking 4 o'clock this morning, and it scared the shit out of me. I'm like, yeah, it scared me. So
I don't
like,
think I've been like that here. In our last apartment, though, that we were living at, I don't know. I'd get the heebies.
yeah.
And Lex's cousin, she would, I don't know. I don't know if she said that she's seen something there before or she just feels like something's there, but, like, yeah, I could kind of understand it because
Yeah.
I would be freaked out there, too. I feel like going to the bathroom in the middle of the night in that dark-ass little apartment because I always just felt like every time I walked from the bedroom to the bathroom, somebody was watching me from the living room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I never seen anything or, like, had a reason to believe that, but in my head, I'm like, there's a man about 6 feet tall,
Yeah.
standing right in the darkness where you can't see him. Like,
I can't see him, but he could see me.
yeah, like he's just watching me.
But yeah, this whole month, bro, it's been so hard to sleep. And I'm like, why? I pray before I go to bed. That didn't help.
Well, it looks like you need to go to church.
That's what Dad's been saying, but no thank you. So that did it for like the urban legends, I guess. We're gonna switch gears to cryptids.
Cryptids.
What's cryptids?
Cryptids?
Yeah.
They're like,
For those that don't know.
Cryptids are like unexplained, like, beings, I guess. From my, like, what is that? My...
Understanding?
Yeah, from my understanding, is like, they're unexplained beings, like
Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, that type of stuff.
Yeah, like pretty much like monsters.
Okay. So, I had to like do some like real digging. This one is sheep squatch or white things. Have you ever heard of them?
Never.
It's said to be, I guess, seen in Point Pleasant and Charleston areas of West Virginia. Jeez, what is wrong with me? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I can't talk.
It's one?
Yeah.
Holy.
The sheep squatch is said to be a large, furry or woolly creature, usually a quadruped or bipedal.
Bipedal.
Whatever. It's said it has a dog-like head with goat or ram-like horns and sharp teeth and claws. In some sightings, it's said that it ran from people, but in recent years, people have claimed it's become more aggressive, making terrifying noises.
So it's like a Bigfoot, kind of, but instead of like ape-like, it's more like dog?
I guess.
Like
with
dog
like
teeth?
horns, like ram horns.
Oh, okay. In my head, I'm picturing it kind of like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
I think he's like more like a boar.
Who, Beast?
Yeah, isn't he?
No.
Pretty sure.
Oh, I don't know. The cartoon, he looks more like a werewolf.
I
To
guess,
me, he just looks
yeah.
like a werewolf with horns, like ram horns.
I don't know. Maybe on our YouTube version, I'll like try to like include pictures of what they look like.
Yeah. Mine is Slender Man from... No, I'm just kidding.
No. This one is Lizard Man of Bishopville. Have you heard of that one?
I'm not sure.
It's described as being green, wet-like, over 7 feet tall, having 3 fingers, red eyes, and skin of a reptile. The first apparent sighting of it was in July of 1988. Sheriffs were investigating reports of a damaged car outside of a home in Browntown outside of Bishopville, South Carolina. The car reportedly had tooth marks and scratches with hair and muddy footprints left behind. A 17-year-old boy reported to the sheriff that his car was damaged by what is now known as the Lizard Man. According to the teenager, he was driving home after working the night shift at a fast food place when his car got a flat tire. After fixing it, he saw a creature walking toward him. He got in his car and tried to flee the scene, but before he could get away, the creature was on top of his car. He slammed on the brakes, causing the creature to roll off the car, giving the teen enough time to escape.
I've definitely heard this, and actually, I've heard about it recently on this other podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, like, they have people call in their stories.
Experiences.
I've talked about it before, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, somebody had called in recently about a sighting like that, about the Lizard Man of Bishopville. And I think there's even a song that somebody made about it too. Because it sounds pretty familiar. I know I've heard about it. And I looked it up on Spotify. I've seen a couple things.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. Like, you're all just working on freaking trying to get this tire fixed, and then you just see this big ass thing walking towards you.
I don't know. I'd be fucking scared.
Me too.
Especially, like, if it's not human looking, but it's, like, on 2 legs.
Yeah.
With some big ass claws, nothing.
I will fucking go without the tire even on, just dragging the fucking...
It depends on how close it is to me. If it's close and I know he's about to eat me, I'm standing there. I'm not even going to try to fucking around because you're just going to make me scared or something. So I'll just stand there and just, alright.
And just scream.
Yeah.
And then it just bites you.
I'm all just standing by my car. Ah! And it just comes up and kills me. Like,
really? You weren't even going to try to run?
Yeah.
Like, nope. I got plantar fasciitis. I ain't doing it.
I got fibromyalgia. I don't even know what that is.
I was going to say, I don't even know what that is either. The next one is the Bat Squatch.
Sounds familiar.
The first time the Bat Squatch was allegedly... Jesus, bro. I swear it's the freaking time. It's 1 a.m. We never record this late. The first time the Bat Squatch was allegedly seen was in the 1980s near Mount St. Helens. It's said to have yellow eyes, a dog-like muzzle, blue fur, sharp teeth, bird-like feet, and leathery bat-like wings that span up to 50 feet. It's said to be 9 feet tall and has the ability to affect car engines.
What the hell?
In April of 1994, a man was driving in Washington's Pierce County when his truck suddenly died. The man said a large creature landed in front of him. He said it was human-like, over 9 feet tall with bat wings. A possible second sighting was reported in 2009 near Mount Shasta? I could be butchering that, in California. Several hikers reportedly witnessed a huge creature with leathery wings fly out of a crevasse in the mountains. At first, an eyewitness described the creature as having a head similar to a pterodactyl. However, after more thought, the witness claimed it was more like a flying fox bat.
There's a real Batman out there.
I guess. According to these people. I knew you'd like that because you love Batman.
Yeah. Well, if it's more of like a monster, then it's Man-Bat. Man-Bat is a...
If you want to get technical...
Yeah, he's a villain of Batman.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much like a science project gone wrong. And turned himself into a giant bat.
Do they got a comic about that?
Mm-hmm.
We gotta go to the comic book store. Not to buy, but just to look.
Yeah. It's even in the... This is way off topic, but it's in the Batman Arkham game.
Mm.
I think it's Arkham Knight. But they show like the little backstory of how Man-Bat became. But in my head, the way these people are describing it
is what it
pretty
looks
similar.
like. Yeah, just imagine just like these people being on a hike and...
Dude, yeah, imagine we're walking around the woods.
Then you just see this fucking big old huge thing.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go hiking. I mean, we have some of the most beautiful trails in the world here in our own backyard, and no thank you.
Yeah. Too much crazy shit out there.
Yeah. Some shit you're not supposed to see, and then you just walk up on it. No thank you.
Because in that case, you're in their fucking territory.
Exactly. My luck, I'd get fucking lost, or I'd break my ankle, and then I'm really just... I'm done for. This last one is Beast of the Land Between the Lakes.
Beast of the Land Between the Lakes?
Yeah. It's kind of long. It's described as being a gigantic half-man, half-wolf that walks on two legs. It has 5-fingered human hands with claws at the end. It's said to stand over 7 feet with massive jaws and glowing eyes. The legends attached to the beast say that a man who left Europe in the 1800s to settle between rivers, this man supposedly possessed a disease that turned him mad after nightfall. Another report is that a group of Murray State University students were camping in the land between the lakes in 1973. They were sitting around the fire, and as evening began to draw in, one of the students left to use the bathroom in the woods. When he returned to the campsite, he told his friends he felt like something was watching him, and he heard something sniffing in the woods. His friends brushed off his claims, but the man refused their advice and said he never heard anything like it before, and got more nervous the darker the night became. As night settled in, the group began to hear shuffling, like something large was moving in the fallen leaves. It seemed to be circling around their campsite. The group began to get anxious. They shined their flashlights in the direction of the noise, but saw nothing. When they heard growling, it was like a wolf, only much louder than any wolf they've ever heard before, with an unnatural, blood-curdling sound that made it sound like mocking laughter.
What the hell?
It seemed to come from every direction around them. First, one side of the campsite, then the other. Soon the group began to catch glimpses of glowing red eyes as they ran past in the dark. The group raced for their VW bus and left their campsite behind. As they were driving down the road, the group noticed that they were being pursued by a shadowy figure that was racing behind them. As they raced around a corner, they felt a massive blow to the bus, and it seemed as if something was holding the bus back. Giving the engine everything it could, they broke free and raced back to their school campus. When they did, they found 4 deep gash, claw-like marks taken into the metal of the engine compartment.
Damn.
That's a skinwalker. Because I said it was like half man, half wolf.
Oh, yeah. Either that or a werewolf.
Yeah.
Because this took place in England?
No. He left Europe.
Oh, he left Europe.
And then
Went to London.
Murray
He's the
State
werewolf of
University.
London.
I don't know where that is. Murray State University.
Murray State University.
Another reason why I don't like camping. Because you don't know what's out there. Especially with guys like, oh, I'll be right back. I'm going to go take a leak. And then...
Kentucky?
But yeah, just imagine, like, being in that position. Like, we're just having a good night, and then all of a sudden, we're being pursued by this big freaking creature.
Yeah. And then, like, how it said, it was like mocking laughter.
Yeah.
That's some weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be fucking freaked out times 10.
I would just have to hear that once, and then I'd be like, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll leave everything here
Not
for
like,
the next
"Oh,
campers.
let's go see what's going on. What is it? Fuck you. If I hear something
That's
scary.
what I freaking hate in scary movies is, like, you always have those dumbass people that are always like, let's go do some investigations.
Yeah. Oh, I heard a noise. Let's go see what's going on. Fuck you. If I heard 3 footsteps out my shit, getting in my car and I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm. You ain't giving me an opportunity to freaking get killed.
Yeah, no thank you.
I'm out of there.
That is a no can do.
Yeah, for real. No can do. But, like, just imagine, like, all these freaking... Like, I believe in stuff like that. Like, even though, like, people are like, oh, no, those are just urban legends or whatever, like... This, like I said, this world is too big for us to be the only thing that freaking, like, lives on it. Like,
yeah.
Like the ocean probably has freaking crazy shit. Mermaids.
Yeah, we could do a whole episode on ocean stuff.
If you're into that kind of stuff, let us know. We'll do a whole episode on stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, like, the Appalachian Woods, I heard there's some crazy stuff.
Oh, I would love to go there.
I wouldn't.
I would.
No, just to hear, like, all the stuff that, like, they tell you don't go out at night. Don't look in the woods. Like, all this crazy stuff.
Speak me.
Wide-eyed at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Hey there, fellows. What's out here?
Is anybody out here?
Then you hear,
show yourselves.
And then they do, and no, I'm just kidding. You could go back to hiding.
I would check it out just to experience it.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool. We would have had more if Anthony would have did his homework, but
yeah. I'll make up for it when we do a video game episode.
A video game episode. As I was saying, we still have to decide what we're gonna end spooky season with.
We'll come up with something.
Or if you got suggestions, let us know on Instagram. You could just DM us.
Yeah, bro, shoot us a DM. What the hell's going on, man? Please.
For real.
Even if you would just want to tell me I'm cute or something.
Didn't even know what you look like. Say my voice is cute.
Say my voice is cute, baby. But I'm taken.
I was gonna say your girlfriend is gonna go crazy for that comment.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna say what? I won't even go there.
The caucasity that woman has.
Whatever. It's okay. Shirley is so.
Yeah.
But this one went a little bit longer than normal. And
that's alright.
Recorded way later than we should.
Yeah, we
Thankfully, I'm staying in the night over here.
Yeah, thank God. Or else I would have said, hey, you know what? You're staying. You're staying with me. That's a little weird.
Yeah, not in a creepy way, but, like, I'm not leaving to take you home.
Yeah.
Because one thing about me, I don't drive at night. No, thank you.
And one thing about me, it's hard as fuck for me to drive at night.
I got astigmatism, so I legit
I feel like I'm just night blind. I can't see shit when I'm driving. Not by the sense of, like, I can't see, but, like, I need to see where I'm at. And if I can't see, like, the buildings and the trees and the formations and stuff around me, I'm like, where the fuck am I?
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
Maybe you should get some glasses.
Glasses ain't gonna help with that.
Yes, it will. But that's not here nor there. That's gonna do it for this episode. We hope you learned something new. If you've ever heard of any of these, let us know. And if there's any cool cryptids or urban legends where you're from, drop a comment. Let us know about it.
Yeah, man.
I'd like to learn about shit around, different states, different countries.
Oh, yeah,
Cause
that
we
stuff,
got,
fascinates me.
we got listeners from all over the world. Shout out to the analytics for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. You could follow us on Instagram at Graham's Porch. Click the link in our bio, and that takes you to everywhere you could listen to this podcast. As I've said before, if you feel inclined, please give us a follow on every single one of those. Leave us a review, 5 stars, leave a comment, share it, like it, comment, subscribe, turn on those notification bells, because it all helps in the end. We're just trying to continue to build our following, our listeners.
Our empire.
That too. We hope you have a good week. Stay safe out there. Yeah, we'll just catch you on the next episode. Until then,
Sleep with the angels.